Mum. Sometimes when I think what it was like with Signor Pirelli, it seems like the good Lord sent you for me.
Oh, it's just me warm heart, dear. Room enough there for all God's creatures.
You know, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. If it was a monster, an ogre, or anything bad like what was after you, I'd rip it apart with my bare fists, I would.
Oh, what a sweet child it is.
Or even, it was just a man.
A man, dear.
A man who was bad, who probably learn you, all unbeknownst to his evil deeds like.
What is this, dear? What are you talking about?
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Well, of course not, dear, and why should it?
Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around.
What did you mean, a man?
Demons are prowling everywhere, nowadays.
And so they are, dear.
All set and howling, I don't care, I got away.
Well, of course you do, dear. What a sweet, affectionate child it is.
No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare.
I know what my Toby deserves.
Others can desert you, not to worry, slowly there.
How about a nice bonbon?
Demons will charm you with a small war, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
What is all this foolishness, dear? What are you talking about?
Little things like I've been thinking and wondering about. It's him, you see, Mr. Todd. Well, I know you fancy him, but men ain't like women. They ain't like what you can trust. Not to worry, not to worry. I may not be smart, but I ain't dumb. I can do it, put me to it, show me something I can overcome. Not to worry. Being close and being steady, it might be untrue. I don't need to, I will never hide a thing from you, like song.
Now, Toby, dear, haven't we had enough of this foolish chatter? Let's just sit here nice and quiet for a bit. Here.
That's Tino Pirelli's purse.
What is that, dear? What is that?
Is it what I've been thinking? That's his purse.
No, silly boy, it's just a little silly stuff Mr. T gave me for my birthday.
Mr. Todd gave it to you? And how did he get it?
He bought it, dear. He bought it in a pawn shop, dear. Oh, here. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, darling, not while I'm around.
Don't understand. 2 quid was in it, 2 or 3. The governor giving up his purse with 2 quid? Not for a minute, don't you see? It's Mr. Todd's father. But the governor disappeared.
The boys are now fancy, so what will we think of next? Come here, dear. Come in and sit next to your Aunt Nellie like a good boy. Let's have a look at your lovely muffler. Oh, how warm it's going to keep you when the day's drying and still be coming on you.
Demons will charm you with a small but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
You know, Toby dear, it's the strangest thing you coming to have this chat with me right now of all moments. Because as I was sitting here with my needles, I was thinking, what a good boy Toby is. So hard-working and so obedient. And you know how you've always fancied coming down to the bakehouse with me to help me bake the pies?
Yes, Mum.
Well, how about today?
You mean it? I can tell make 'em in paper.
There's no time like the present, is there, love? Come on. Oh, well, you see them steps there, dear, they go down to the old cellars and the whiffs come up, love. God only knows what's down there, so mouldy and dark. Always a couple of rats gone home to Jesus. This here is the big bake oven.
Big enough, ain't they?
Hardly big enough to bake all the pies we sell, 10 dozen at a time. Now, always be sure to close the door properly, like this. Now over here is the big meat grinder. See what you do? You pop the meat in here, and then you grind it, and then it comes out down there. Oh, and you know the secret that makes our pies so sweet and tender? 3 times. You must always put the meat through the grinder 3 times.
3 times, eh?
That's it, boy. Smoothly, smoothly. Next batch of meat arrives will put you to work, eh?
Cool. We making pies on our own. Where are you going, Mum?
Oh, back in a moment, Mom.
Smoothly.